Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today it is hot as hell. I don't even know. It says it's 72. I feel like my car is lying to me though. It feels like it's like 90 degrees. I don't know. What is it going to actually feel like when it's really hot? So today, I just wanted to be real with everyone. Today is honestly not going through the greatest time right now. I might have been jacked for about $30,000. Yeah, that's real. I've paid for shoes 11 months ago. It's supposed to take shoes 4 months to get here, 2 months to be manufactured, 2 months to be shipped in on a boat, and then they arrive. It's been 11 months. They're not even on a boat yet. So I've been watching a lot of this guy, Alex Hormozi, lately. And the one thing that I took away from his video yesterday was that too many entrepreneurs do too many things. And I'll be honest, I do too many damn things. I shouldn't be filing for 6 businesses. I should be filing for 2 or 3. And I'm in a very weird position because, one, in 2020, when I had more money scheduled on tour, basically, I had more shows planned than I had ever seen that amount of money in my life. It was well over $100,000 we would have been bringing in. It all disappeared because of COVID 6 days before the tour started. And so I went through a little bit of a midlife crisis right there, because I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Okay, obviously YouTube and shows, or obviously YouTube and shoes, like people are always going to be wearing shoes, and people are always going to watch YouTube, so I focused on those 2 things for a while, and then shows came back. And then 2021 comes around, and I get shadow banned on YouTube, basically, for voicing my opinion, for talking about certain things. It's a little bit out of my opinion. I didn't know that, the last thing I thought was YouTube was going to limit free speech, but they did. And my views were cut in more than half after I got an email, like a warning from YouTube about a certain video that I put up, basically. Videos were cut in half. Views cut in half completely. Revenue cut in half. More than half now. By far more than half. And then in 2022, or I guess 2021 still, because we ordered them in 2021, our shoes, just, I don't know if they're ever going to arrive. I don't know if they just scammed me. I don't know. I'm seeing all these videos of stuff going on in China. They closed down the entire country due to COVID again. And I'm just sitting here pulling my hair. I'm like, am I getting, like, did I just get jacked for 30 grand? It's more than 30 grand, by the way. It's around 36, but about 30 grand of that was my money that I invested to pull, or to buy equity off of my partner, basically. Probably a little bit less than 30 grand or so. So I'm like, did I just get, like, what is going on here? Like, am I just getting jacked for that money? Like, it's been almost a year and the shoes aren't even on the way. Are they, like, do they know? This is what's going through my head. Did I get, like, WhatsApp? I've been going through with the WhatsApp, like, was there a number switch sometime? Did I just get jacked? No, of course I didn't. I did. I'm just being paranoid, but going through a little bit right now, and I don't want to be the guy that portrays everything is all good, you know? Like, owning a bunch of businesses is very freaking stressful, and the amount of pressure that I put on myself to run 3 businesses, basically, is getting to the point where I think I'm going to cut the shoe business out of my life. I'm to that point where I'm like, I woke up today, there was 2 people that wanted returns for no reason at all. They're like, my feet were too wide for the shoes. And I'm like, there's so many things that are out of my control. Like, today is a rant, by the way. Just ranting, because last night I couldn't even sleep. I'm just sitting there like, I think this shoe business has got to go, because, one, there's so many factors that are out of my control. I can design shoes, I can pay for the shoes, I can market them, but there's so many factors that I can't control. One, we have about 4 orders that we ship to Canada. Canada just like, yep, we have no idea where they are. And the problem is, when you ship to Canada, they have to go through this thing called Global Post, which means it switches from USPS or UPS or something to Global Post. And Global Post is this, it's basically the USPS of Canada. It's like this bullshit company that totally, I don't even get a response back when I put in a claim about our shoes just magically disappeared and they never arrived. So it's like things like that I can't control. Things like, who knows, maybe these shoes will come, maybe they won't ever come. I don't know. There's things like, what if, for example, our first model of shoes got messed up? They didn't sew the soles on, so about like 10 to 20% of the shoes of the original model that no one really buys anymore, they just, like, the soles just fell off, basically. So I had to return a bunch of those. So it's like so many factors that are out of my control, and I'm just getting to the point where, like, I might just cut out the shoe business. Like, we're mailing shoes right now, and I'm like, it's convenient, but it also takes up about an hour of my day every day shipping shoes when that hour could be dedicated towards shows. And maybe I can come up with some way that even if COVID comes around again or something like that, maybe I can still run a show business. I don't know, but having a bit of a midlife crisis right now. Lots of money is being I'm just like, well, if I lose, I took out a $15,000 loan to pay for a portion of these shoes. $15,000 loan. Is that, I like to say you never lose, you learn, but that's a really freaking expensive learning experiment, and I'm like, maybe I should just, instead of taking profits from my show business and putting them into my shoe business, maybe I should just continue to put them into the show business. Who knows? There's so many factors as an entrepreneur, and this is like one of the stresses that you go through. Like, it's very stressful, and when people bash on entrepreneurs, like, oh, they're rich people, and I'm like, you have no fucking idea the stress you go through when you have all of the control in your hands, and you have full control, and you take full responsibility when that doesn't come through. So when people bash on entrepreneurs, and like, I can't stand it, to be honest. I'm like, yeah, you're an employee, though. You're an employee. You've never taken on a gigantic loan to fund a business that you didn't even know if it was going to be profitable or not. And I'm like, we're starting to get low on inventory, which is great, but it also means we don't have that many shoes left. And we don't even have shoes on the way. And what am I supposed to do? Take out another $25,000 loan and get shoes from another manufacturer and maybe get scammed out of two of them? Because there's some weird shit going on in China right now. And I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that, you know? I don't want to. I'm obviously not making shoes there. That's a non-negotiable. We will never make shoes in China ever again if the shoe business continues. And I'm just like, So today's rant is just to basically show you guys life isn't all as good as dandy as it appears to be on social media sometimes. Sometimes it freaking sucks, and sometimes you just are absolutely losing it. And it's been hard to sleep for these last few weeks, you know? I'm sitting here like, the last response I got from them was from the manufacturer owner. Dear Tanner, since March 18th, all of the shoe factories were closed. We can probably go back to work on April 10th. We think we can go back to work. Once back to work, we will get this production started immediately. Please give us a little bit more time. And my response was, we paid for these shoes 11 months ago. They were supposed to be here by Christmas last year. It's April, and they're not even shipped yet. So, like, this is why there's only a handful of shoe companies that actually succeed, because the amount of money that goes in a shoe company is a lot. And I'm just to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I have that energy or funds to just keep putting into that, you know? Because if I lost freaking, well, at least if the business has lost 30 grand, I know it cost, what did it cost? It was an extra it was like $8,600 just to ship the shoes, which normally it's $2,000. So just on top of that, knowing that shoes basically went from $20 to $30 to make is like should be a big red flag. And I'm starting to see maybe it's time to focus on a couple things. And this is why I tell you guys, I don't know all the answers. You should take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm just giving you my opinions and telling you what I'm doing, because I am learning on the job, basically. So, it is what it is. Today was an honest video. Today, I'm surprised I'm not bald yet, because I'm probably going to be losing my hair soon. But anyways, thank you guys for watching my rant. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future, because I'm going to be focusing more on YouTube. At least I can control, to a point, YouTube. Kind of, you know? I don't know. YouTube's probably my favorite because it's rewarding, and I get responses from people, and people tell me like, oh, I learned things from you and stuff, you know? It's at least rewarding, you know? Show business is obviously super fun. In the shoe business, I'm sitting there thinking like, what's fun about it? Making cinematic videos is fun about it. The rest is kind of like doing homework. So, anyways, rant over. We'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully everyone's having a better day than me. Subscribe, smash that like button. Peace, guys.